Dear viewers, we are going to continue with my journey from the street to my PhD studies part 3. It is a long story, so I will be giving it in bits. So we reached a point where I had scored 14 out of 30 in CRE part, and the teachers were seeing potential in me, and they were giving me very many promises. One of the promises they gave me is that we know you have a problem, so if you want to, we're not going to give you free money, but we are going to place a enticement which is going to be tagged in your academic performance. So whenever the GHC teacher promised that I should be getting 50 out of 60, so whenever you score the target we place on you, we are going to give you a certain award, and that will be some of your upkeep. So I made an effort that I would score CRE 56 out of 60, and they used to promise token of 100 shillings. Whenever I went to take that 100 shillings, they would top it up to 500. So I had to work hard because that is where I was going to get my soap to survive me throughout the holiday. That's where I would get food. So I ensured that I was always number one in class. In class 8, both streams, the blue and green. And I'm telling you, sometimes most of us, when we are told to seek God, we've never seen God working. I have seen God myself, and that is why my life has been enjoy life sana, because sometimes I tend to enjoy life. Currently I'm in a position I can enjoy life, but still I look back mali Mungu amenitoa, nasema hapana, God is there, I wouldn't have made it. So the only I was number one, KCPE I was number one. So the lady who was index 1 was following me with a gap of 20 marks. So niliona mkono wa Mungu pia, kwa sababu the girl child campaign, I didn't give this lady a huge gap, just 20 marks, and I was in Kikuyu land. You can imagine the Kikuyu teachers, the whole school were Kikuyus. They dropped the lady. They didn't consider that lady anywhere. They considered me as a boy child, took me to school. They bought everything that were in the admission letter, all the requirements, and they contributed for my school fees. I remember one teacher who had a Mercedes. She gave out his car so that I be taken to school all the way to Muranga, a school known as Ichagaki Boys High School. So unfortunately, they left when these teachers were going on transfer. You know, where there are about 10 heads, they cannot reason together always. Some would have contributed under pressure because their colleagues are contributing. So they started dropping out of the support one by one. And I want to say that in high school, all level of 4 years, I was only in school for 1 year. That was, I was in school, from 1 I was in school for the first 8 months. Third time I was not in school. Second year I was in school only third term. From 3 I left school because I was also going under psychological problems. I was depressed. And from 4 I also left school, and I talked to the principal that to allow me sit for exam only. Then I walk away. I will go and look for school fees somewhere. I came out with the B minus, and that was not a good grade to be admitted in the university through the job. So I came to town, back to the street. where I was washing cars at night. And I said, now I'm going to apply for parallel, even if I will not get money one time, but I better have admission letter, which I did. And I started reading. I started reading newspapers, looking for scholarship. So the day I got my admission letter from KU is the same day KU, Kenyatta University, through financial aid office, advertised their scholarship, where they were offering scholarship award 100%, excluding upkeep and hostel and food. So it was very tough. I didn't have a phone, and after application for the said scholarship, people were being called on phone. So what did I do? I used to come in person to check. Funnily enough, the day I didn't come is the day they called people to appear for the interview, which I did. I came the following day, and I found that the interview had been done. But because one of the qualifications for the scholarship was you write an essay of 400 words, I wrote it, and even though I did not appear for the interview, they left my essay on the table. So when I came a day after the interview, they had to do me a special interview because I think my story was touching them. And the two vacancies nationwide, which had been filled, one was crossed, and I was selected, given 600,000. Actually, they gave me money exceedingly. The scholarship they gave me was excess, so that I could use it for feeding program. You know, the smart card, we used to load money in our smart cards. That's the year the smart card was launched. Initially, they had the laminated ID. So, ladies and gentlemen, I must say that God was with me up to that point. So I started studying. Next, in part 4, I'm going to tell you where I was staying, how I was making it without a phone. You know, groups, people are being called with a phone. And I think this is a story that if somebody decides to hear it, it can help you, or it can help your friend who is also struggling. You might not be having problems like the ones I had, but for few problems you may have, you should not give up. At least you have hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So please, I request that support me, support this channel by just a mere of subscription. Just touch the subscription button. That's all I can request from you today. Please share the video, like and comment. Any comment accepted, negative or positive, so that we travel this journey together of motivating and motivating other young people, young Kenyans who are giving up. They feel they don't have a way. There's a saying which goes, God can create a way where there is none. So thank you very much this evening. I request that ask your neighbor to subscribe. Thank you very much. Enjoy your supper. Until next video, this is Michael on Jinko Talks. By the way, I will be willing to host people with the experiences like mine. So if you think you need to share your story, you can come to this channel, however small it is, so that we make it lively. Thank you very much. Till next time.